Hey everybody, happy day. So today we're going to talk about what should you plant in your garden? How to start figuring out what you're going to plant in the garden. It is not too late. It is second week in May. It is not too late to start. You can still get a lot of stuff in. Harvest might be a little later this year, but you can still do it. So, first things first. What does your family eat? We go through a lot of tomatoes. Not necessarily tomato eating, but tomato sauce, salsa, spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. So we go through a lot of tomato products. It makes sense for me to grow a lot of tomatoes. If your family hates tomato stuff, tomatoes aren't what you need to grow. It's a waste of your time and space. Kidney beans. That's something we use occasionally, but don't really use a whole lot, so it doesn't make sense for me to grow them. Especially when you're starting out and the focus is to reduce your grocery budget, plant what you're going to eat, not fun random things. Once you're further on and have got your basics covered, then start planting those random things like kohlrabi and experimenting with it, or kale, or those off things that you don't necessarily eat a whole lot of, but you would like to try. Next, figure out what growing zone you are in. On the other note, sorry, I'm looking at my notes so I don't forget. Before you go to all the effort of growing, caring for, harvesting, then preserving the food, experiment with it in the winter. Look at a vegetable, pick it up at the store. See if your family actually likes it. So one thing we tried was Brussels sprouts. The kids wound up loving them. I had no idea. So we're growing a lot of Brussels sprouts this year. Next, figure out your growing zone. Some things, even though you eat a lot of, like we do a lot of bananas and oranges, we can't grow them here. We're in 5B, and it's too cold. Even if I had a greenhouse, it would not work well. It's just not correct. So that's something I'm always going to have to buy. This is why we will never be 100% growing all of our own food, because there's some things that we just can't grow. We can grow apples and strawberries. We can grow quite a few of them, actually. We can grow a lot of other fruits and vegetables. So just play with your planting zone and see what you can get. Finally, how much time is required to grow? Your growing zone will also factor in length of day, so that'll how much time the plants need to grow. So some of these longer season ones, Brussels sprouts is one of them. We're kind of on the edge, so we're going to see if it actually works. But also make sure it's worth your time. Figure out how much time is required to grow, harvest, and preserve the food. There are some things that just don't make sense for me to grow. It's not worth my time. For example, we go through a ton of peas. The kids love peas. They'll eat them frozen. They'll eat them fresh. The amount of time it takes for me to harvest and preserve the peas, it's not worth my time. I will just buy the bag at the grocery store. Do I still grow them? Yes, but just enough for fresh eating, really. We don't grow enough anymore to preserve. I found the same thing with the kidney beans. It was not worth my time to harvest. The growing part was fine. It was the harvest and preserving that just took forever. So yeah, the big advantage to growing your own food is reducing the grocery bill. But if you're going to grow a bunch of stuff your family won't eat, it's not going to serve that purpose. So, grow what your family will eat in the time that will allow in your growing zone. We'll talk to you later.